Geometry Trig Honors, Lesson 7.7, Product to Sum and Sum to Product Formulas. If you are getting worn out with all these formulas, now's a good time to bail out. I honestly don't know if I would have taught this lesson if I'd worked ahead a little bit better, but it's our last batch of formulas. Yes, we can use these sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like you could do this for hours and days. So it's one more set to understand. Where did these come from? They, of course, came from the previous formulas because this looks an awful lot like a formula for 2 sine squared, no, 2 sine of 2 theta, that sort of thing. So you divide by 2 and all that. Regardless, how to use them, that's the big question. So express each of the following products as a sum containing only sines and cosines. And the problem is you got to get these things out of here. They're just a hassle. Let me rephrase that. We can keep them in there, but when we're multiplying things, it can be difficult to set up a derivative and things like that for calculus. But who cares? I'm tired of trying to explain things. So the first formula up above says that sine of 6 theta, sine of 4, actually I'm not going to write this again. This equals 1/2 cosine of 6 theta minus 4 theta minus cosine of 6 theta plus. So we get 1/2 of cosine of 2 theta minus cosine of 10 theta. That's it. And again, what's the big deal? Well, now we have two things being added, subtracted instead of multiplied, and we can mess with them if we need to. And the answer to the question is it's not a big deal. But who knows? So how do we do cosine? 1/2 cosine of 3 theta minus theta plus cosine of 3 theta plus theta. One half of cosine of 2 theta plus cosine of 4 theta. And how about sine of 3 theta cosine of 5 theta? Well, that was the last one, so we're looking at 1/2 sine of 3 theta plus 5 theta plus sine of 3 theta minus 5 theta. One half sine of 8 theta plus sine of negative 2 theta. And hopefully you have a little bit of intelligence working for you here, and you say, hey, I've seen that before. I could write that as 1/2 sine of 8 theta minus sine of 2 theta, because I can yank that negative out front. Hey, I learned something. That's half of it. The other half is going the other way. So, hey, I have them added. I want to make them multiplied. And all of this just comes back down to calculus. So people get really hung up on these. Don't. This is probably the shortest trig lesson I've got. Also notice there's no tangent or anything like that. So how do we go the other way? So sine of 5 theta minus sine of 3 theta. 2 times sine of 5 theta minus 3 theta over 2 cosine of 5 theta plus 3 theta over 2 equals 2 sine of 2 theta over 2 cosine of 8 theta over 2 equals 2 sine of theta cosine of 4 theta. You might look at that and say, hey, that's just a double angle formula, but no, it's not, because we have different things inside, so don't get carried away. And last but not least, cosine of 3 theta plus sine of 2 theta equals 2 cosine 3 theta plus 2 theta over 2 cosine of 3 theta minus 2 theta over 2 equals 2 cosine of 5 theta over 2 cosine of theta over 2. That's really all we can do with it. I'm sure there's some more minutia we can run it through as we've been showing consistently, but nope, that's it. And that's it. Boy, that's a lot of math, a lot of trig over the recent times. So, as always, happy mathing.